Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls of all ages. This is Paulus Finn, your internet friend. How have you been? How have you been? Well, I've been well, other than my internet speed is now 3 megs, so you may not ever see this video because it may take 50 years to upload. But if it does upload, get ready for an experience unlike anything you've ever seen before. Because we are getting ready to review the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare space battle footage. Okay, and there's a reason why we're going to be reviewing that, and it is because you're going to see some of the principles that I have been wanting to be made in Project Nova, the new CCP project. And we're going to talk about the integration of EVE Online, Project Nova, and EVE Valkarie, and VR in this video, how it needs to work together, the game they need to make, okay? Not the game they're making, but the game they should try and make. Some of this is already being tried with Angels May Fall, which is still in early development on Steam, but I want to point some things out as we watch this video here, and I want to let you know what sort of game I would like to see in a space adventure and how it could work in the EVE Online universe for CCP games in particular if they wanted to make it. So what you're going to see here at the beginning is you're going to see basically a star map. Now imagine, for our Dust players, EVE players, and Valkyrie players, imagine if you had a war barge that you had to move through the galaxy to, we'll call it an invasion barge, and you're going to move this invasion barge through the galaxy, New Eden, the New Eden galaxy, and you're going to encounter things like the new massive citadels, which hopefully you know what a citadel is. It's a big outer space base, basically, and you would move that. You would move your invasion ship through EVE Online space to attack a target and to take a target. Now, so here comes up their map, what COD is doing here, and I'm not a COD fan. I haven't owned a COD game since I think the first Call of Duty game that was on PS3, so I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty, but what you're going to see here just makes so much sense. So basically, imagine you're inside this invasion barge, okay, with your Dust Mercs, Nova Mercs, whatever you want to call them, and a pilot in EVE is piloting this invasion ship to attack another vessel, like a Titan, like a big Citadel, another ship. And so what you're going to do, you're going to try and pirate it. Now, this is where you would deploy into EVE Valkarie, okay? So this is the integration we're talking about here. Your Valkyrie pilots would then deploy when they were within range, and they would have to make their way to the other vessel, okay, and prepare like a landing party. So you could have mercs being merked out for both sides, for the invading fleet and the defending fleet. And my idea would be similar to Planetary Conquest, if you're familiar with how that worked in Dust, where actually these, you might have like a certain time period these would happen. And I think it's because you might not be able to get around it any other way. So I'm not going to go into that much detail about why I think that it might have to work this way. It would be more wonderful to be able to see it happen in real time, but I know how that is in the EVE Online universe, and the amount of players you would want to do this, that might not be possible. But you know, we could divide that up into Planetary Conquest, and you know, it wouldn't be as big a deal like Planetary Conquest was in Dust, where there's a set time the attack takes place, perhaps. But anyway, so imagine you're now in Valkyrie. This footage looks similar to what you would see in Valkyrie. Here it comes. Now, here's your Nova Mercs deploying on the outside surface of the ship, trying to make their way in to take the bridge, to take the ship, okay, So you have some zero-G fighting here. You could have mechs on the outside. You could have NPC defense platforms and so on and so forth out here to defend as well as other mercs. And because the the risk might be so high, I actually would prefer that it be much easier to defend than to take. So you put NPCs with the ship and the defending mercs. So if this was a Titan, the biggest ships in EVE Online, there might be hundreds of NPCs out here to kill, along with a 16, 32, 64, 128 man team on the bridge, and you're all trying to get to a point where you can now breach. So they're going to breach. My thoughts would be, in a game like this, what you would want to do is actually fight to the bridge, where you could take control. Okay, what the Call of Duty people are doing here, that's not the goal. They're trying to destroy the ship, not take it over. So here would be the integration. So imagine you have a corporation that has spent 100 billion, 200 billion, whatever ISK in EVE Online to build a Titan or built a big ship. And now all of a sudden their corporation is being attacked by another corporation's attack fleet, and they're trying to take their Titan. Imagine how this would be in the EVE Online, economy, that you would have mercs in one game capable of destroying, somebody's Titan or taking someone's Titan. And also I think destroying, maybe would work as well. But anyway, and definitely would work with citadels for control, like in faction warfare. You control a citadel. It allows extra bonuses for maybe your faction, maybe your guild, your corp, Indust, and Nova, and so on. So anyway, this is a robot being destroyed here in PC inside. So imagine you, instead of what they're doing here, you work your way to the bridge to take control of the bridge, and then all of a sudden you get in the pilot seat, and you, maybe your guild or whatever, maybe your CEO, all of a sudden you've captured a Titan or whatever in EVE Online, which you can then go to the economy. You can fly it to a space station. Maybe you want to sell it. Maybe you want to make ISK that way, and then maybe you want to sell that ISK for Aurum, and make money in the real world, like people still make money in EVE Online. So anyway, this is some of my beginning ideas, and this is the type of space game I would like to see. You're not seeing it here with COD, because we all know it's going to be a run around the corner, die 50 times the game's. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. There is more to come. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Appreciate it.